Hey everyone, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and welcome back to another video. This video is probably going to be really long, but I just want to tell you guys what's been going on for the past couple of months because, well, if you follow me on the community tab, I probably have dropped some very vague hints about random things going on, and just kind of like stress, I guess we should say. Yeah, so um, I've been it's been a stressful month. I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole not Corona has been. I'm also fixing my camera while I'm doing this. Not Corona that's been stressful for me. That's the least of my concerns. But yeah. So probably about like 3 weeks ago, I decided that I was gonna like see how much work I could take on, and I took on a lot more work than I could handle and probably about that's if you include, by the way. So that's if you include household things I got to deal with. I eat at home. I don't go anywhere. So cooking, sleeping, trying to stream for 3 hours a day, which is also esports training, managing my esports team, making a YouTube video every day, and doing all of my freelancing work. I was like, I kind of had this thing in my mind where I wanted to do it all every single day, 7 days a week. And that I also needed, if I had days off, to have completely full days off, right? And so, that was that, and I overscheduled myself. It started with freelance work, right? Now, I discovered myself through this process that that is not the way I should have gone at all. And what happened was it started with I had a bunch of work, and then like one project would get behind, and then another, and then another, and then I would say there's a point where live streams I haven't done in a couple weeks. I think like a week or a week and a half. Videos I somehow managed to get one up every day, and I probably had like 6 or 7 freelance projects that I was behind on, and it all kind of stems a lot from it's an experiment. It's an experiment to figure out. I didn't know where my upper work limit was, right? And I handled it. I would say I handled it okay. I definitely wasn't like sitting at home being like, poor me. I took on too much work, so, this stress it's unwarranted. It's because I'm a freelance video editor. No, it's because I knew it was stress because I took on that much work. So that, it happens, whatnot. And so I think a lot of the stress came from just the way that I handle it. It's very stressful. This video is going to go over all the place. In fact, I recorded a 35-minute video where I like cried to the camera. Guys, it was bad. It was very bad. It's not live. It's not live at all. So, yeah, so getting into this, I overscheduled myself, and what I learned was that I need some scheduled things in my life, and I also need some free time. So, like today, I got enough work done, and I just kind of like fixed everything to where today, the date I'm filming this, I had a certain amount of hour, about half the day scheduled out with things that I was going to accomplish. And the other half of the day was, it was supposed to be unscheduled, but I told my sister, we haven't played video games together in a long time, and I said I'd play Minecraft with her. So, and that turned out to be really ideal for me because I woke up, I got out of bed really fast, and then I got my stuff done in the morning, and I got it done faster than normal. So I had time for stuff that I was going to do in the afternoon to get done in the morning. Then I did my work, and I got my work done faster because I was on a time limit. I told myself I was on a time limit, right? And I kind of figured out there's a number in my head of the amount of scheduled working hours I want, and there's a certain amount of freedom I want, right? And I think what happened was, I would say, honestly, it has to do with how much money I make. And I it's a new thing to me, and I focus in too much on it. It's a problem. I think we shouldn't say a problem. It's a mindset that I have, right? Because my girlfriend works as much as me, not probably more hours than me, and she makes more than me, and I don't know what it is inside of my brain, but it bothers me. I don't know why. It has the money aspect has no effect on like our relationship or anything like that. It has no effect. It's just like, well, we need to fix this thing in the house, and we need X amount of dollars, so, we're just going to wait till we have that amount of money and then fix the thing in the house, right? And then it subconsciously messes with me, and I don't know why. I think I don't know. I've never experienced this before. so I'm just like, I'm lost, and it gave me a sense of not being enough, and it sucks, right? Because she tells me I'm enough, and it's like I don't hear it for some reason, and I don't get it. I don't understand, and it's something I have to work through because I'm only 21, a child, and in fact, my girlfriend, this is my first relationship with a woman, I've never dated anyone else, and I really, the level of depth that our relationship goes to, I would honestly say there's only one other person that I can think of right now. Actually, no, probably 4 or 5. Now that I'm really thinking about it, one came to mind, but 4 or 5 people that if I had to make a deep relationship with, I would do. Not romantic, right? Because the other people I'm thinking of, I think, are all guys. I have a list of names. Yeah, I think. I don't know. There's people. The list changes, depending on where people are at in theirs. But as of today, there are 5 other people that I would ever trust to have this level of a relationship with. That deep friendship. And it just so happens that with my girlfriend, it's also romantic. And I don't know. The cats are, oh my goodness, you guys can see it in the background, but it's a new thing to me. It's a new territory, and I think, even though if you really think about it, that's a sucky problem to have, comparing yourself to your girlfriend, who, it's just I don't know. It's a dumb problem now that I'm thinking about it, but it's something I got to work through, and I'm honestly a lot better at it than I was a couple months ago, and a couple months before that, and a couple months before that, and so, especially when I was working at Walmart. When I was working at Walmart, I felt adequate to her, sort of, but I also was depressed a little bit going to Walmart. So that's a whole nother thing, and this is just things I got to deal with. And with how I'm seeing I'm going personally, I think it's just, I have confidence it will end up fine. It's just bumps in the road, Through all of this overscheduling myself, I think one of the things that I really didn't do very well was communicate with my clients. I could have told them I was going to take on this amount of work and be like, hey, stuff's going to get slower. I need to test this out because I need to know. I could have told them. And in fact, one person I worked with in particular, I told a couple people that the internet was starting to slow down because of COVID-19, and there was something that happened in my family that I had to deal with, and they were fine with it. And I'm honestly 100% sure that they would be fine if I told them. So, the problem, the whole overworking thing that I have to deal with is almost solved. So, it's just something for next time type of thing. And I'm kind of glad I learned that lesson now. I'm really, really happy that I learned this lesson now. I didn't really lose any business out of it. I mean, and honestly, once I finish projects, I can still have that opportunity to tell my clients, and that's what I'm going to do. And so I had to deal with that. And in the whole mix of everything, there was something very stressful that came up with me and my girlfriend. We had to deal with, it was really stressful on my end. I don't know how it was on her end, but on my end, it was a situation where I sat at the computer. Right at this point, I think I probably worked. When I say work, by the way, it's doing projects, doing YouTube. Work to me, when I say that, encompasses all of my projects that I'm working on. So think of it as like when I say work, it's uh, editing videos and creating content. That's kind of what encompasses it all. Editing videos and creating content. So I'd spent probably 10 days at this point running the esports team, all doing editing videos, creating content. And I sat on my computer, and I'm remembering this very vividly. There's spectrums of tasks and activities, right? I have on one end working for clients. I have stuff that's a little bit more fun, but a little less work intensive, which is working on my own YouTube videos. Dead in the middle is Rainbow Six Siege. Then when it goes to like fun, that's not work at all. Is playing video games, and then actually farther down than playing video games is chilling with my buddies and drinking, right? And then of course the ultimate fun thing would be combining alcohol and video games, right? And normally when I'm stressed out, I want to do one of those two things. Do the things that I want to do, right? Work on the projects so that there's less stress. Or de-stress by playing video games or having a drink. Okay? That's the thing. And I sat at my computer and I remember staring like this, and I did not want to do a single one of those things. All I wanted, right, was for the entire world to just stop and time to freeze. That's what I wanted. And I'd never wanted that feeling as genuinely as I did in that moment. It was a couple days ago. And it's a very weird feeling. I don't really know how to quite describe it. It is as if, when you procrastinate and you want to feel lazy. There's sometimes when you procrastinate, you're like, I can get this done. So it's like that confidence of procrastination and depression, I guess. Like an overwhelming confidence and an overwhelming depression feeling mixing together in such a perfect balance that you're just stuck. You're just stuck. You don't know what to do, and you want everything to stop. And it overworking myself, and then having this thing come up, and then my cats have ear mites, so I have to give them medicine all the time, or every day. The medicine we got's daily dose. And I have to go, there's one cat that used to be feral, so I have to chase him around, and I'm getting clawed at. And there's one time I chased him for 40 minutes, and but that's 40 minutes that I could have, if I would have got him faster, I could have gotten work done. And then if I'm not getting work done, I don't get to play video games. So I don't get to play video games. I'm not going to get at Siege, and I don't get to, and it all came crashing down. And then, at that point, I was sleeping like 10 or 11 hours a day, and I was still tired. I had a headache. I remember I would wake up and be sad that I woke up. Like it was some heavy shit like that, man. And so now we're here and life is returning to normal. And I don't know what happened. Like, to be frank with you, I have no idea what I subjected myself to. I mean, it's overworking, right? That was overworking was the catalyst. Okay? But it brought to light other issues that I was putting off. All my goal was on taking on extra work, right? It was a simple goal. It was to figure out where my work ceiling is. Where's my ceiling? Where's the limit of how much I can pull off? How much money I can make? But then I asked myself why I wanted to figure out the maximum amount of work on projects that I wanted to do. Because at the end of all this, I had the answer all along. I know pretty much exactly how much projects I want to take on, what types. You know, it's not just as simple as 12 hours of projects. It's, I have this esports team, I have this YouTube channel, I have my clients, and how much I want to do of each of them. And today, April 25th at 11:30 at night, I pretty much had that balance today. And it happened so naturally. And I think that I don't think I've ever gotten this personal on the channel before. I think that the reason why I wanted to work more was simply to make more money. And I don't want to do that. And I think it came from an insecurity because, well, I just felt like I didn't make enough money. And then I looked at myself in the soul. Not in the mirror. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror. I like to just sit exactly this angle that I'm looking at now and just stare. And I wondered, what, why did I want this money? It was because I was insecure. And then I realized that when I do my projects for clients, what do I want out of it? And, it goes back to the old school of YouTube, where you make videos, and if you can get by on making videos, that's what you do. That's what you do. And what I had done was I knew that I would, if I just kept on this course of not changing anything of where my video making was going to go, the whole living off of it was going to happen. It was going to happen a little slower, but it was going to happen. And I was going to be a lot happier. Okay? All my financial goals, just the way that I'm looking at it, the progress I'm making, the skills I'm learning, what I want in life when it comes to money was going to happen. I was going to do it with this mix of video editing and esports and my YouTube channel. And I chased money. And I wanted it too fast. I lost sight of, when I stopped that and I kind of hit my point where I got fixed all my overworking and I could just make videos and not be stressed making them because there's 12 other projects I got to do. Like today, someone, because I provided a video late for them, I gave them a discount. And I'm now pretty much getting underpaid to make this montage. But I could see there's about 4 minutes of this montage I made while I was stressed the fuck out. And then there's 1 minute of that montage that he requested. Because I go off a finished product, not... I go off the montage is finished product. So I said, look, I'll just give you this. You want this 1 or 2 minutes. I'll just give it to you for free because I made you wait long. That 1 or 2 minutes is way more well-produced than the 4 minutes. I know it is. And it's very obvious to me that not only am I happier with less work and a little bit less money, but I'm producing higher quality stuff, faster, mind you. This 1 minute segment I got done faster than those other 4 minute segments. Those other the 4 minutes, if I took the time it took to make that, you guys know what I mean. I made it faster, I made it look better. I tried new things. Every single thing that I would ever want from making a video like that, I achieved. And I learned some new techniques. I learned some new transitions. that look really cool, mind you, that I'm going to apply to a different project that I'm working on now. That should have got done a week ago. And so I just like, the reason why I had this business in video editing is, one, is I can make income off it. I need that, minimum income, all that. But it creates an environment for me to learn how to be a better video editor and to learn all these different skills. Okay? And I lost sight of that. I focused too much on money. I became an EA. I became EA as a freelance video editor. That's the best way to describe it. It's just like, looking back now, I've found my happy medium, and at this point it just requires patience. And I decided, I was supposed to make X amount of dollars. What I forgot, of course, was that as you become more experienced and learn new techniques, you can charge more for your products anyways. I totally just lost sight of that, if you really want to talk about money. And I just took happiness and was like, I'm just going to work hard now and focus on happiness later. But that's not the case. I'm a lot happier now. And I think it's seeming to me now that about every 2 to 4 weeks, there's some theme in my life that I need to work on. And I think May is going to be that kind of theme of less stress. It's going to be 3 themes of less stress, communicating more with my clients, telling them, giving them, I was probably going to start with, it is going to start with project updates. I forget to do updates all the time. Hey, I got X amount of done, and then being more genuine with communication and accepting myself. I have a problem of not accepting myself. I don't know if it's very obvious to you guys. I think to some of you that are really keen on my community tab posts, see right through it that I don't accept myself. And it kind of all stems from these problems are kind of exposed and worked on through my relationship with my girlfriend. I think it's really, and I mean that in a good way. It's very hard to say what I'm about to say and make it sound good, but being in a relationship with my girlfriend, being with someone that accepts you for who you are and seeing that you are an acceptable human being, has done wonders for me. I think that I'm really thankful that she is someone I even met, more or less became boyfriend, girlfriend with. The fact that I met her, and I don't think she knows how much she's done for me. Just letting me, helping me figure out who I am, not this whole focus on fixing myself because I'm not good enough, because that's where this whole month of April, all these problems just stem from me not accepting who I am. And she really helps me deal with that and learn that. And so yeah, this is a much better version of this video than that other video where I cried into the camera for literally 2 minutes, or 20 minutes. So yeah, after that moment of just complete confidence and depression mixing in the perfect storm, it was 11 at night, and I decided that I was gonna get this. I slammed 9 hours of work. No, I played Rome Total War for 4 hours, then I slammed a bunch of work, fell asleep, woke up, and I literally kind of fixed a lot of stuff up. I needed it. Is there a bug out there, buddy? Yeah. I mean, it was bad, guys. This whole... And I thought no one accepted me. I thought I wasn't... it was the type of feeling where I thought I wasn't good enough for anybody. There was a moment where I felt like that, which I've never... I don't want to say I've never felt like that before. I have. But it was so strong that, Like, I looked at one of my cats and said, "You love me only because I give you pets and food." I literally said that to a cat. And it's just like, I think at one point, if I put it that way, it seems very disgusting and very shameful, or I don't even know, bad, but I think we all got to deal with crap like that, you know. I know that whether or not someone's poor or rich is like a hot button topic on the internet, but I don't think the mindset is talked about enough. You know, it kind of happened a little bit with PewDiePie talking about fake positivity, but I think it was deeper than that. Like, yeah, I'm me. I'm lucky enough to live in a building with just me and my girlfriend. Not a lot of people get that. And that might cover up the fact that in that moment on the inside, I felt like I was good enough for nobody. You know? So, yeah, that was kind of like my month of April. It was a pretty shitty month. It was an F- month. So, what I learned from April, I've I've hit a strong opposite emotion of really accepting myself. I don't know why that's happened, but it's happened, and I just really am looking at myself like I'm Jared, I'm me, you know, and I've been I'm very confident. Like, it's been weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like I'm me, and I accept me. Most of me. I still have problems, and you know it's gonna happen for a while, for sure. But I'm confident that I'm gonna be okay. So that's kind of was my April month. It was a really shitty month. It started with overworking myself, but I think the problems were just, what's that word? Accentuated. The problems were made bigger by by another stressor in life, you know, and everything came crashing down. And I can't really, you know, if I'm gonna be that. Honestly, I'm acting a little bit like a one-man army. If I'm gonna be that one-man army, I need to have a strong mental foundation. And I'm kind of excited to work on that. Dude, this cat, what are you looking? It's a bug. He likes hunting bugs. I just think that this is a very important lesson for me, a very important life lesson for me, and I just thought I'd share it with you guys because I know that there's, just like I care about the creators I watch, I've been a little bit naive about this, but over the past 6 months to a year, it's been increasingly obvious to me that there is a section of people that genuinely care about me. I don't know why I didn't expect it or know about it before. Or not expect it. That's not the right word. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out before. But guys, my girlfriend gave me all the signs that she was interested in me, and it took me 6 months to start dating her. Like, we're like a year and a month into dating. We could be a year and 7 months into dating right now. Just so you guys know. So I'm pretty oblivious to things like that. But, this video is made for one set of people, and one set of people only, and that is for those of you that genuinely care and want to know, and if you want to help, you want to help, and this is the half hour for you guys, and I really appreciate it. So, yeah, I posted that I'm going to start streaming again on Monday because I have my life figured out. I have everything figured out. For the most part. There's always a level of uncertainty. And I enjoy that. Level of uncertainty. But, you know, I'm really starting to build a little bit of a foundation for myself. and I gotta just that mental game, and it's a tough game. It's a very, very tough game, but I like it. I like that it's tough. I like that it's tough, and I gotta figure it out. So, yeah, Ooh, I got the hiccups. I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, guys. This has been one hell of a fucking year. I don't know. It's been. There's gonna be a video that comes out for me. Because my channel is almost 5 years old. In fact, I started creating videos June 2nd. But this channel's birthday is July 2nd. There's going to be a video that comes out July 2nd that definitely delves deeper than this video is ever going to delve. And it's going to talk a lot. I'm going to talk a fuck ton in that video. But yeah, I got to get some sleep. I got to wake up in the morning and get my stuff done that I want to get done, that I have scheduled done. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being there for me. The channel is almost at 3,000 subscribers. That's so many people subscribe to me. That, you know, I can't visualize that. I know that's the cringiest fucking thing ever said by any YouTuber. And I was like, 100,000 people, that's easy to visualize. No. I remember when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I've seen 1,000 people in one spot before, but 3,000 people. That's almost like 10% of the population of where I live. Like, you guys, like that's a big ass number. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's one of my dreams is to have a YouTube channel that's really big, for the influence, you know, and having that skill, the talent. I really, not only do I appreciate the audience growth from a me to you perspective and a me to me perspective, I just see myself. I mean, I started this channel when I was like 16 years old, and I can look back at me as being 16 and just like, fuck, man. It's hard to think about. So yeah, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at video games, guys. That's it for this video. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. A lot of information to unpack. But yeah, that's what's been going on in my life. I don't know. That's it. I will see you guys in the next one.